So it's almost Mother's Day in America, and for those of us who may have neglected the most important day on the corporate calendar of holidays, I have the perfect gift for you. Okay, I have the next perfect gift idea. So Born a Crime is a collection of essays from comedian Trevor Noah, and he reflects on his childhood in South Africa. It's equal parts political commentary and coming of age, and the sum of all of these stories is a celebration of a mother who will make you want to be a more courageous human being. Now, Noah takes readers on the journey through the absurdity of apartheid. It was the segregation policy in South Africa in which people were separated by the distinctions of blacks, coloreds, Indians, and whites. I mean, in America, we know racism, but imagine being at home with your family all your life, and then a stranger comes in and is like, you know what? I want this house. You can go live in the basement. And not only do you go live in the basement, you're led to believe that your family is the reason you're down there. And instead of getting out of the basement and going back to your house, you're down there arguing about who deserves to be upstairs in the first place. Like in other places colonized by Europeans, the intention was to divide and control. And what really amplified the injustice of racial segregation was the fact that Black South Africans outnumbered colonizers 5-1 and were relegated to living in townships with little to no rights. But finally, in 1991, through the efforts of many who had the courage of their convictions, activists like Steve Biko and Nelson Mandela, artists like Hugh Masekela and Miriam Makeba, the institution was abolished. And in 1994, Madiba, the father of the nation, was elected president. But back to Born a Crime. Through these stories, we get to understand how Noah, born to a Xhosa mother and a Swiss father, would ultimately form his own astute opinions about how the world works when policies are put into place that try to separate human beings from other human beings. Because of the Immorality Act of 1927, which prohibited intercourse between Europeans and natives, punishable by up to 5 years imprisonment, Noah was literally born a crime. The essays range from stories about his hilarious Tom and Jerry-esque relationship with his mother, to his adventures in finding friends on the segregated school grounds, to a wonderfully moving piece about developing a relationship with his very secretive father. My favorite essay is definitely the final essay, in which the power of his mother's faith had me sobbing into these pages. And his mother, Patricia Noah, might possibly be my favorite person, for as Noah puts it, she doesn't fight the system, she mocks the system. And at first I found myself reading the beginning kind of unimpressed, like, beloved, my mama is a badass too. But then when you get to the parts where his mother is rolling out of a moving vehicle with her sons in tow, you're like, well, I'll be damned. My favorite part about these essays is that in a time when history seems to be repeating itself or to have never left, reading this book reminded me that though the government may have their own paperwork on who you are, when you were born, and to whom, it's ultimately left with you to fill in the details of your life. It's up to you to tell your own story. If you're in need of a breath of fresh air and social commentary, Trevor Noah is your guy. He's like the silence in the echo chamber that we didn't know we needed. He has this unique sense of clarity in how he describes what still ails society, and his observations really get down to the simple fact of the matter that humans are going to human. But of course he says it more eloquently than that. His mother's grit will shake you to your core, and Noah's brilliance just jumps off the page. So whether you're born a crime or a pre-existing condition, this memoir is an adventure and you should definitely pick it up. Happy Mother's Day to all the maternal figures in our lives who teach us a little something about unconditional love every day. And don't forget to read or be read. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. How the heck are these kindergartners getting this macaroni on these strings?